Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So we're going to do a read for the second half of January 2020, a new decade, new month, new year, and new you. How about that? All right, we're going to see what wants to come out for you here, 16th through the 31st, 2020. All right, let's see what's in store. This is a general read, so that goes without saying. If you'd like a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, and go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below. All right. Now, I do want to say for those of you that are really interested in really eradicating some of any sort of those negative beliefs, fear, anxiety, shame, guilt, anything of the sort at the root, and be able to move on much clearly, on your path, and really be able to feel much lighter, much calmer, and feel like you've got energy to spare. That's what happens when you're rid of something that perhaps just as you're ready to let go of, and perhaps it's been kind of affecting your relationship. Maybe it is a job that it's affecting, or just in a situation, and you keep seeing it happen time after time. This is the perfect time to do it. So go to the Beyond the Read up here or my description box. Some of you might need an additional push for that, in terms of, make not just a one session, but I do have a lot of those that come to the Beyond the Reads and then continue coaching. So if it's something you're interested in, but it's only for those of you that are a really good match, because you've got to, it's about having the, the motivation, and also the inspiration that you're looking for, tied in with some clarity and accountability. If you're truly wanting to make a beautiful change, and you need some assistance with that, then do book a discovery session with me above here or in my description box, because that allows us some one-on-one time and to make some recommendation as what's best for you. And then if there is an option in terms of one of our programs that we have, we make a recommendation for you and invite you in for that particular program. So I am so excited about it. I just love seeing people reach their dreams, whether it is in a brand new relationship, which I've been doing a lot more of these days, which is kind of crazy. Not so crazy, I guess, because I'm doing some of the reads of You and the Who, but it is really getting down to the nitty gritty, and some of you that are actually even starting businesses, which is quite beautiful on the spiritual side. So really love that. So let's continue and see what's going on for you. So your current situation right now, what does that look like? Your current situation right now, here it is. A new beginning. Speaking of new beginnings, right? We've got the Page of Swords. This is, now this could be you taking on this air type energy. This is, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. But it is a brand new beginning. So you could have a new beginning, of some sort. Could be, this new year, you're trying something new, whatever that is. So this is saying you've got a brand new beginning in this situation or in this relationship, okay? Could be. Now I'm going to pull some other cards and see what else wants to come out for you here, all right? Let's see what that is, all right? Current situation right now. Oh, okay. So this is exciting. This is interesting, guys, because it has to do with sacred sexuality. I don't usually bring this up, and I'm only bringing this up because it came out on the cards, right? And I never take it towards love. I just kind of want to see where it wants to go. But in here, this is saying is that there is a new beginning with someone that you've got a really great connection with, okay? And whatever you have, it's very sacred, okay? It's very personal. It's a spiritual connection as well, okay? This is beautiful. So this is perhaps a new beginning in a relationship or in a situation that maybe had to be resurrected, needed to be worked through, but then there is some sort of unity that's here. This is quite beautiful, but yeah, that's exactly what I get here. So it's just talking about that, and it could be the fact that that there is there is energy between you, and it's very motivating, right? And it's like it's beautiful. And this is saying is that there's an experience that you're going to have with someone, or some, whatever the case may be that you could think of what brings this card up, that this is saying it's going to have a profound effect on your life. Wow. And this is saying just honor it for what it is, because it's truly sacred, and just trust it as being some sort of blessing that you have with this person. Okay, so that's what's coming about. And maybe this could just be you and just having and feeling sensual and knowing that your sexuality is very sacred to you. So again, a new beginning about how you feel in a relationship or in just, in this situation. Let's take a look at how you feel about this other person, okay? And let's see what that is. Now, just keep in mind that other person could be as well as a person of interest and boyfriend, girlfriend, or a significant other. It could be even a friend or family member, or one side of a situation or another. Okay, and feel free to interchange the messages as you see fit, because you might resonate with one side more than the other. All right, so let's take a look at how you view this person. Or how you feel the other side of the situation, how you feel. Okay, let's see what it is. Ooh, you feel that they're very passionate. Okay, they're coming forth very hot and they're very passionate. This is the Knight of Swords, and they come through with a lot of. They're speeding forward, forward very fast. This is about motion, right? This is also about being very energetic in this relationship. And that's what I see. Very energetic, very curious, okay, but moving fast, okay? So how you feel is that this other person moves very, very fast, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? Anything else that wants to come through here, right? And it kind of makes you. There's a lot of kindness. There's a special love of kindness and a give it in kind of a childhood love. Now this could be someone from the past. Thinking of child, it could be someone from the past, maybe someone that you knew previously. Let alone just in childhood, but they're coming forward very fast, and since then you've grown. This is a 6 card, so it's about growth, right? Love has now grown. So how interesting. So how you feel about this person is maybe it's a person from your past or a person from childhood, and they have a lot of passion for you. Okay, and that's how you feel about this other person. Let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, here we go. Wow. Oh my gosh. Very seldom do I get this card. Okay. This is interesting. So this card, this is interesting. So you're right in the middle. Okay. So this is called purgatory. Okay. And hold on. Okay. This is really talking about it's been some perhaps emotional up and downs, maybe with this particular person or in this situation is what I see. A little bit of combustion there, right? Are we going to go, or is it going to go forward or is it not going to go forward, right? Are we gonna stay stuck in the middle? Okay, so that's what's happening here. Okay, and it may not. It just maybe seems like that at this particular time that there is a process that's happening. That there's part of a healing process that is taking. That it's like there's a portion of your being. How you feel about this other person. There's a portion there's something in your being that is processing things, and it's ridding and kicking out what no longer serves, what is no longer serving you. And what's happening is that it's being transformed, right? It's being transformed. And that's what I see here. And I feel that it's also being pushed out and released, okay? So in this relationship, you might be in the middle of it, maybe in terms of kind of in between. And this is saying is to help you kind of facilitate this healing process. This is saying is to that make a list of anything that you feel is not a purpose for you in your life, because it's going to be helpful. And then when you do so, put all the negative thoughts and the fears and that type of thing. And after you've done that, you want to actually go in and meditate. Imagine that it's all being, it's actually being, it's actually being enveloped by a golden ray of light, and it's just pushing it away and just, taking it on. It's kind of consuming it and pushing it away. All right. And it just kind of vaporizes. And that's kind of how I see it. There's some sort of combustion that takes place in the universe, ends up, it evaporates into the universe. Okay. And that's what I see here, that you maybe this situation or this relationship is allowing you to rid of things of which that are now no longer in need. You no longer need it, and fears, whatever that is, and it's pushing that out. And it's a very therapeutic way to do that. So that's one way to look at that. So of course, if you need some help with that, of course, definitely book the Beyond the Read, because that could actually help you there too. But let's take a look on how this other person views you. Okay, let's take a look, or this other side is viewing you. All right, let's take a look at what that is. All right. Wow. Now the name of this cards are it's an oracle deck, right? And it's called the Magdalene. And the card that you get here, which is quite interesting, is you get the Magdalene, which is really interesting. This is about how this other person feels about you, is about they're about them being their true self. They feel about, they want you to be your true self, okay? But this is also them, wanting to be their true self, okay? So, whichever side that you resonate, but this is saying is that to move forward, and to dare for, they're daring to be different, right? And that's really key right now. And they're focused on their dreams, and they know that their faith is being tested. And what they want here is, they want love. And so that's what they're looking for. So, how your partner views you is you being very honest and truthful about who you are, okay? Whatever that is, okay? So that's how that person is viewing you, is almost as a Magdalene, okay? Let's see what else wants to come through. How they view you. Let's see what else. Wow. They feel like that they've been giving you a lot of help, okay? Now, I usually feel that it's either one way or another, but I feel that this is the person. I feel that you are receiving a lot of help from this person, okay? And this person is a beautiful soul, and how they feel about you is that they would like a more of a balancing of the scales, because they feel that they are giving and giving and giving. And I'm just saying, guys, this is what's kind of coming through. It could be different for some of you, but maybe perhaps there is a balance that needs to take place in here. And I'm going to clarify this a little bit. We got the 6, which is about growth. They want growth of equilibrium and equal balance in this relationship or in this situation. Okay. I feel with them that they feel that they are the giver. Okay. Just saying here, but let me just see. It could be the opposite for some of you. Yeah, and it could be that they're wanting to get some balance and sovereignty over that. And I think that's what's happening. I get the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, is all about compromising, but she will cut something out and say something if it's just not serving her, in her highest good, or in the highest good of the situation, anymore. So she's willing to do that. So that's what's coming into play. So this is, I think that they see you as the Queen of Swords too, though. I do see that sometimes. I think they view you as being that kind of cutting something out if it just doesn't work for you anymore, okay? And you don't hesitate to do that. So you might have air in your chart, but that's just how they see you. And they want equal give and take, and they see you as the real you. They're seeing you for your real true self and the beauty there. Let's take a look at your needs. What are your needs in this relationship or in this situation? What is that? Here it is. Good vibrations. Your needs are feeling like the sun. Your needs is that you want good vibrations. You want good love, transparency. You want to enjoy fun, enjoy life. This is one of the most beautiful, cards in the deck, in the tarot, but this is quite beautiful. So you want the sun shining on you, good vibrations. You want confidence. You want to move forward. It's again, just like acting like a little kid again, and enjoying each other's passion and love for life. Okay. So your needs are that. Anything else that wants to come through? Here it is. Wow, how interesting. So, and I don't really get this card. So this is about you. You want, this is interesting because the card that I get is Mother Mary. And I'll share this with you because this is quite interesting. And what this talks about is it's almost like, getting guidance. Okay. So your needs is that you want enlightenment. You want, it's like you're looking for trust and truth in your life. And this is about, feeling really good in your life. And this is about good communication, with your source. But what your needs are to have a good connection, a good communication in this relationship or in this situation, and that's what you're looking forward, there's a lot, it's about having a lot of brightness in here too. This is about, to surrender. It's almost like you're being asked your needs here or you're being asked to surrender your fears. Okay, if you have fears that are affecting this relationship or situation, this is saying to go to source, whatever that is for you. Okay, and communicate that, because the blue is the any form of communication in the throat chakra. And so this card is telling me that you'll be enlightened if you communicate, and that you get rid of your surrender your fears, and anxiety that you hold for some sort of loved one's well-being. Okay, and that's what seems to be coming through here, because this is saying is that the current situation is just a part of the other person's experience and learning, and this is saying there's a blessing that's going to stem from this current event. Okay, so that's what this is saying. Have faith in this spirit and know that you are dear, and that you are also protected. Okay, so if you're worried about your situation, what your needs, if you're protected or not, this is saying that you are. Okay, this is really quite beautiful. What is the other person's needs? What does that look like? Your lovers, or the other person, or the other side of the situation's needs. What is that? Wow, heartbreak. They've gone through some heartbreak. So maybe I don't know if there was a situation, but they do not want the heartbreak anymore. They want the heartbreak is completed, right? There is a completion from this heartbreak. Okay, the World Major Arcana card, completion. Now, it could be travel. It could be that their needs is they don't want heartbreak, and they want to begin a whole new world. Okay, so they've already gone through a completion of the heartbreak, and now it's moving forward with a lot more ease. Okay, you get the 8 of Wands, and 8s are really just talking all about that change, right? And the Wands talk about this, like, the change. It could be travel. There's some sort of movement. Okay, so maybe heartbreak brought in some sort of change, movement, or travel of some sort, but their needs is they want movement. Okay, and they're coming forward, but with a slow offer. Okay, so it looks like they're coming through with some sort of motion, being romantic and charming. That's what this is. A Capricorn card, could be talking about some sort of earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, an earth sign card. They're coming forth very, very slow, romantically. Okay, so they could have an open opportunity in that. Okay, so what's the current state of the relationship? What's the current state of the relationship? There's love. Okay, current state of the relationship is that there's love here. Okay, and this is the levels of love, and the little pebbles are just represent the different layers of love and the obstacles that you've overcome to obtain love. So that's what I see here. There is love. So the current state of the relationship is that there is love. What is the path that you need to follow? What's the path that you would like this relationship to follow? Okay, what's the path that you'd like this relationship to follow? Divine order. Oh my gosh, you'd like to have a little bit more order rather than all the chaos. How interesting. This is talking about things come in divine order. Okay, so there's no sense in controlling things in this relationship or situation, that everything happens in divine order. And do not forget that the universe, of course, has a play in this, but allow the universe to play their part in this. Okay, and that's what this is saying. So everything comes in the divine order, and it's quite magical. This is really beautiful, because there's a lot of power, and there is a lot of love, it's really beautiful. This is saying is that maybe that you believe that the world around you is in disarray, but this is saying there's a purpose for everything. Just like there's the seasons, they come and go. There's day and night. There is happiness and sadness. It all have their place in this world for us to appreciate the other side. Kind of like the law of opposites, the law of polarity, right? But everything is in divine order, and this is saying is that there's a purpose of things, and this is about a perspective in love. And this is saying that that your world doesn't need saving. it just needs to be loved. All right. So that's what this is talking about. Wow. How interesting. So the path that you would like this relationship to follow is some sort of divine order. Okay. I'm going to clarify this with a tarot and see what wants to come. Divine order. What is that? Yeah, you know, ending, no more heartbreak, staying up at night and not being able to sleep and worrying based upon those fears and that's coming into play, the anxiety that's coming into play. If you need help with that, guys, definitely book a discovery session with me here. But this is actually getting rid of that. This is a 9, okay, and things are in divine order. Sometimes you have to go through this, right, so you can actually get something like this. Okay, so that's what's coming into play. How interesting. Wow. Let's take a look at the path that your other person would like the relationship to follow. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, what does that look like? Okay, here it is. Gaia. Ooh, okay, and I'm going to pull a tarot card on this one too so you can see both of them. Interesting. Groundedness is what I get. Okay, let's see. Ooh, yeah, exactly. So what this other side would like the relationship to follow is some sort of groundedness. You get Gaia, right? That talks about the earth, but you also get the star card. And this is a balancing of all the chakras. This is healing, right? The star card, it's beautiful. It's a major arcana card. And this is so beautiful. And it's just really about hope. This is about that they want renewal in this relationship and they want it to be grounded, right? And that's the path that they want this relationship to take, right? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. What is the outcome of the situation? I want to take a look at what is the outcome of the situation. Okay. What is the outcome? Here it is. Sophia. Ooh, this is beautiful. Okay, and I'm going to get a tarot card because I want to actually cover that too. So what this is talking to me about, how beautiful. And this is saying too, is that this is a beautiful, this just tells me it's about love. The outcome is love, and it's like blooming and there's light around it, right? And when I get the card Sophia, it's just that someone close to you, Sag, needs your love. Okay, that's what this is talking about. This is really wants you to really zero in and dial in on that because and they need your love and support at the moment. And perhaps right now what they truly need right now is for you to forgive them. And you know, when you forgive them, you also forgive yourself and you release a lot of some of this stuff too, right? Right? So I'm not telling you to do that. This is a decision that you need to make, but I'm just bringing that up for consideration, for insight, okay? And you determine what your intuition is telling you. But this is saying is that someone truly needs your forgiveness right now, okay? And this is saying is that it wants you to set aside your ego, set aside, you know, anything that might be holding you back from doing that. And what this wants you to do is to honor and respect each other's differences. And I think the word that you talk about that is empathy. And that is the ability to see both sides of a situation. Okay. So this is what's truly coming up. Okay. And the differences, your individualities they're very sacred. Okay. And so that, you know, through forgiveness and through love, there's a strong possibility that you are going to be opened up and contentment is going to bloom, okay, in this relationship or in this situation, okay? And that's what wants to come through for you. This is beautiful, Sag. Really, really beautiful. That's a message for some of you here, okay? That's exactly what I see. How absolutely gorgeous. So please let me know how this resonates with you. I look forward to seeing you next time in the month of February. And until then, namaste.